Welcome to the Forbidden Library podcast. I'm your host, Ben Carter. In the dim, dusty libraries of ancient Alexandria, a collection of texts was carefully preserved, hidden from the prying eyes of the uninitiated. These were no ordinary texts. They were said to contain the secrets of the universe, the divine mysteries that could guide man towards ascension, towards becoming one with the cosmos. This collection bore a name whispered with reverence and awe: the Corpus Hermeticum. The Corpus Hermeticum, a collection of philosophical and theological works, is dated back to the 2nd and 3rd centuries A.D. These texts are attributed to Hermes Trismegistus, a name that in itself carries a shroud of mystique. Hermes Trismegistus, or Thrice Great Hermes, is a figure shrouded in the mists of time and legend, a fusion of the Greek god Hermes and the Egyptian god Thoth. This entity, revered as a sage, prophet, and magician, was believed to possess the wisdom of the cosmos, which he encapsulated within these texts. At its core, the Corpus Hermeticum is a collection of dialogues, where Hermes Trismegistus imparts his wisdom to various disciples. These dialogues traverse a wide range of topics, from cosmology and theology to philosophy and the nature of God. Each one is a deep well of esoteric knowledge and wisdom, providing layers upon layers of meaning that invite readers to delve deeper, to decipher the hidden truths. But what makes the Corpus Hermeticum truly fascinating is its blend of influences. Here we find a fusion of Hellenistic philosophy, Egyptian religious concepts, Gnostic Christian thought, and even elements of Eastern philosophies. This presents a worldview that is both unique and complex, one that challenges our conventional understanding of reality and spirituality. The texts of the Corpus Hermeticum were nearly lost to the sands of time, and in fact, most of the original Greek texts have been lost. But what survives offers a tantalizing glimpse into a world of arcane knowledge and spiritual wisdom. The impact of these texts extends far beyond their time, influencing countless thinkers, philosophers, and mystics throughout history. Yet, the Corpus Hermeticum remains enigmatic, an enigma wrapped in the mystery of the ages. It's a labyrinth of ideas and concepts that challenges the seeker of knowledge to look beyond the surface, to delve deeper into the mysteries of existence. As we journey through this labyrinth, we will encounter concepts that may seem strange, even bewildering. But perhaps, hidden within these ancient texts, we might find insights that could illuminate our understanding of the universe and our place within it. The journey into the heart of the Corpus Hermeticum begins now. To fully appreciate the depth and significance of the Corpus Hermeticum, it is crucial to place it within its historical and cultural context. Our journey takes us back to the 2nd and 3rd centuries of the Common Era, a time marked by profound cultural shifts and intellectual cross-pollination. The Roman Empire, in its zenith, held sway over vast territories, encompassing different cultures, philosophies, and religions. This was the time of the Hellenistic period, named after Hellas, the Greek term for Greece. This era, which followed the conquests of Alexander the Great, was characterized by the spread of Greek culture across the Eastern Mediterranean and the Middle East. It was an age of cultural fusion, where Greek and Oriental elements combined to form a unique, syncretic culture. It was in this cultural melting pot that the Corpus Hermeticum was born. The Hermetic texts are believed to have originated in Alexandria, a city that was the intellectual heart of the Hellenistic world. Founded by Alexander the Great in 331 before the Common Era, Alexandria quickly grew into a thriving metropolis, home to a diverse population and a vibrant intellectual scene. Its famous library, the Library of Alexandria, was a beacon of knowledge, housing countless scrolls and attracting scholars from far and wide. Alexandria was also a crossroads of religions. Here, Greek and Egyptian religious traditions met and mingled, alongside Jewish, Christian, and later Islamic beliefs. It was a city where philosophical and theological ideas were in constant dialogue, leading to a rich tapestry of beliefs and practices. The Corpus Hermeticum reflects this syncretism. It combines elements from various philosophies and religions, creating a unique spiritual perspective. Greek philosophical concepts sit alongside Egyptian religious beliefs, Platonic and Aristotelian thoughts are infused with Gnostic Christian ideas. There are even hints of influences from Eastern philosophies. This eclectic mix of ideas and beliefs mirrors the multicultural environment of Alexandria, where these texts are believed to have been composed. Yet, despite its diverse influences, the Corpus Hermeticum presents a coherent, albeit complex, spiritual worldview. It offers a unique perspective on the nature of the cosmos, God, and humanity. It explores profound philosophical and theological questions, guiding the seekers of wisdom on a path towards enlightenment. The Corpus Hermeticum is, therefore, not just a collection of ancient texts. It is a testament to the intellectual vibrancy of the Hellenistic period, a time when different cultures, philosophies, and religions interacted and influenced each other. It is a reflection of the spiritual quest of humanity, a quest to understand the mysteries of existence and our place in the cosmos. And as we delve deeper into these texts, we are not just exploring ancient wisdom. We are also participating in a timeless journey, a quest for knowledge and enlightenment that transcends the boundaries of time and culture. The Corpus Hermeticum, as we know it today, is a compilation of 17 Greek texts, which range in length and complexity. The most famous of these is the first text, known as Poimandres, or the Mind of Sovereignty. The others, though not as well known, are equally rich in spiritual and philosophical insights. They include discourses, dialogues, and even a hymn, exploring various aspects of Hermetic philosophy. The manuscripts themselves are believed to have been written somewhere between the 2nd and 3rd centuries AD. However, the ideas and traditions they encompass are likely much older, possibly dating back to the early Hellenistic period. This gives the Corpus Hermeticum a sense of timelessness, a bridge between ancient wisdom and the early stages of modern thought. The physical manuscripts of the Corpus Hermeticum have had a journey as complex and fascinating as the ideas they contain. For centuries, they were lost to the sands of time, hidden away in monastic libraries or buried in forgotten corners of the ancient world. Their rediscovery in the 15th century was nothing short of a revelation, sparking a renewed interest in Hermetic philosophy and contributing to the intellectual ferment of the Renaissance. The texts were first translated into Latin by Marsilio Ficino, a scholar of the Medici court in Florence, and later into other European languages. Each translation brought its own interpretation and nuances, contributing to the rich tapestry of Hermetic thought. It's important to note, however, that the Corpus Hermeticum we have today is likely incomplete. Some texts might have been lost forever, while others may yet lie undiscovered. This adds a sense of mystery to our exploration as we delve into what remains of this ancient wisdom. The physical form of the Corpus Hermeticum, its journey through history, and its continued relevance today all testify to its enduring power. Its pages might be weathered and worn, its language archaic, but the wisdom it holds remains as sharp and profound as ever. The Corpus Hermeticum is more than just a book. It's a vessel of ancient wisdom, a testament to human curiosity and the quest for understanding. It's a reflection of the spiritual thirst that has driven humanity since the dawn of time, a thirst for knowledge, for enlightenment, and for a deeper understanding of ourselves and the cosmos. And as we explore its pages, we're not just reading a text. We're embarking on a philosophical and spiritual journey, one that transcends time, culture, and geography. As we delve deeper into the Corpus Hermeticum, we find it divided into 18 chapters, each containing a dialogue that explores profound philosophical ideas and spiritual concepts. The central character in these dialogues is Hermes Trismegistus, often depicted as a sage or godlike figure, representing a divine presence or higher consciousness. He converses with various other characters, including his son Tat, the divine being Asclepius, and even a spiritual entity known as the Poimandres. The dialogues cover a wide range of topics, from cosmology and metaphysics to morality and the nature of divinity. They offer a holistic worldview, one where everything is interconnected and part of a larger divine plan. This is a world in which the spiritual and physical realms are not separate, but part of a complex, interwoven fabric of existence. One of the core ideas in the Corpus Hermeticum is the concept of gnosis, a Greek term that can be translated as knowledge or insight. But this isn't knowledge in the mundane sense. Gnosis refers to a deep, transformative understanding, a divine revelation that illuminates the true nature of reality and the self. This knowledge is not obtained through rational thought or empirical evidence, but through a profound inner spiritual experience. Another central concept is the notion of the Prisca Theologia, the ancient theology, a primordial universal wisdom that predates all religions and philosophical systems. This wisdom, according to the Hermetic texts, is the source from which all spiritual knowledge springs. It's a concept that resonates with the perennial philosophy, the idea of a timeless, underlying spiritual truth that is shared by all cultures and religions. But while the Corpus Hermeticum offers a path to enlightenment and spiritual wisdom, it also harbors ideas that could be seen as dangerous. Its emphasis on gnosis, for instance, can be seen as a challenge to traditional religious institutions, which often claim a monopoly on spiritual authority and truth. The Corpus Hermeticum suggests that each individual has the capacity to access divine knowledge directly, without the need for intermediaries or institutional structures. Similarly, the notion of Prisca Theologia undermines the exclusivity claims of any single religion or philosophy, presenting instead a more universal, inclusive spiritual perspective. This perspective, while liberating for some, could be seen as heretical or threatening to those who hold more dogmatic views. These radical ideas, coupled with the Corpus Hermeticum's mysterious origins and elusive nature, have contributed to its reputation as a dangerous, subversive text. But for those with an open mind and a thirst for spiritual exploration, it offers a rich and rewarding journey into the depths of ancient wisdom. Moving on to the physical and historical authenticity of the Corpus Hermeticum, it's important to note that the original texts are thought to have been written in the 1st or 2nd centuries AD. However, the earliest known copies of these texts date back to the 14th century. The texts were compiled by the Byzantine monk Michael Psellos, who sourced them from various locations. However, the original copies from which Psellos worked are lost to history, and so we rely on his compilations for our understanding of these ancient works. The Corpus Hermeticum is associated with the mythical figure of Hermes Trismegistus, a fusion of the Greek god Hermes and the Egyptian god Thoth. While some ancient readers believed Hermes Trismegistus was a real person who penned these texts, modern scholars tend to view him as a symbolic figure, representing the synthesis of Greek and Egyptian wisdom traditions. The texts themselves are pseudepigraphical, meaning they are written in the name of a famous figure, but not actually by that person. As for the content of the Corpus Hermeticum, it consists of 17 tractates or treatises, written in the form of dialogues or monologues. These dialogues often involve Hermes Trismegistus imparting wisdom to a disciple. The texts cover a broad range of topics, from cosmology and theology to ethics and metaphysics, presenting a complex and sophisticated philosophical system. The Corpus Hermeticum has had a profound influence on Western esotericism. During the Renaissance, a Latin translation of the Corpus Hermeticum, known as the Pimander, was produced by the humanist scholar Marsilio Ficino. This translation played a crucial role in the Hermetic revival of the time, influencing figures like Giordano Bruno and John Dee. It also had a significant impact on the development of Renaissance art and science, contributing to the rise of a new, human-centric worldview. The Corpus Hermeticum continues to be influential today, attracting the interest of scholars, spiritual seekers, and those interested in alternative religious traditions. Its teachings resonate with a wide range of spiritual and philosophical perspectives, from Neoplatonism and Gnosticism to modern New Age thought. Despite its ancient origins, the Corpus Hermeticum remains a living, breathing text, offering timeless wisdom for those willing to delve into its depths. However, it's important to approach these texts with a critical eye. While they offer a fascinating glimpse into the spiritual and philosophical world of the ancients, the Corpus Hermeticum is ultimately a product of its time. Its teachings should be understood within their historical and cultural context, and not taken as universal truths. Nevertheless, they can still provide valuable insights and inspiration for those seeking to explore the mysteries of existence. In the history of the Corpus Hermeticum, there is a somewhat shadowy and controversial chapter that involves the deliberate suppression, censorship, and gatekeeping of its ideas. Its teachings, considered by many as forbidden knowledge, have undergone a long journey of trials and tribulations, including periods of intense scrutiny, censorship, and even destruction. In the early Christian era, for example, the Corpus Hermeticum faced significant opposition. Its teachings were viewed with suspicion and fear by many in the Christian establishment, who saw it as a threat to their religious authority. As a result, the Corpus Hermeticum was banned and its texts were systematically destroyed. This was a period of intense persecution for Hermeticists, who were forced to practice their beliefs in secret or risk being branded as heretics. This suppression of the Corpus Hermeticum continued through the Middle Ages. The Catholic Church, which wielded enormous power and influence at the time, was particularly hostile to alternative spiritual traditions and philosophies. In the 14th century, the famed scholar and Bishop of Paris, Étienne Tempier, issued a list of 219 propositions that were to be condemned as heretical. Among these were several that echoed key principles of Hermetic philosophy. The suppression of the Corpus Hermeticum was not limited to the Christian world. In the Islamic world, too, its teachings were viewed with suspicion and frequently suppressed. This was particularly the case under the reign of the Caliph al-Ma'mun, who was known for his strict adherence to orthodox Islamic doctrine. Despite this, however, the Corpus Hermeticum managed to survive, thanks in large part to the efforts of dedicated scribes and scholars who risked their lives to preserve these ancient wisdom teachings. It's important to note that the suppression of the Corpus Hermeticum was not just about religious dogma. It was also about power and control. The teachings of the Corpus Hermeticum, with their emphasis on personal enlightenment and spiritual autonomy, posed a direct challenge to the hierarchical structures of both church and state. By suppressing these texts, the powers that be could maintain their control over the spiritual and intellectual lives of their subjects. Even today, the Corpus Hermeticum remains somewhat marginalized within mainstream academia. While it is recognized for its historical and cultural significance, its spiritual and philosophical teachings are often dismissed as esoteric nonsense or mere superstition. Yet despite the censorship and gatekeeping, the Corpus Hermeticum has continued to inspire and influence countless individuals throughout history. Its teachings, once considered forbidden and dangerous, are now more accessible than ever, offering a unique perspective on the mysteries of existence. As we delve deeper into the Corpus Hermeticum, it's worth remembering the struggles it has endured and the sacrifices made by those who kept its wisdom alive. The Corpus Hermeticum, throughout its storied history, has been a source of profound spiritual, occult, and mystical insights. It is a rich wellspring of esoteric wisdom that, despite being marginalized and suppressed, has found its way into the hearts and minds of those seeking a deeper understanding of the universe and our place within it. The texts of the Corpus Hermeticum put forth a vision of the cosmos that is both mystical and deeply personal. It speaks of a universe that is alive and conscious, of a divine principle that permeates all things. This divine principle, sometimes referred to as the All or the One, is viewed as the source of all life and consciousness. This conception of the universe is strikingly similar to what we find in other mystical traditions, such as the Hindu concept of Brahman, the Buddhist concept of interconnectedness, and the Taoist concept of the Tao. Within this cosmology, humans are not merely passive observers, but active participants in the divine drama. The Corpus Hermeticum speaks of the human being as a divine spark, a microcosm of the greater cosmos. This is an empowering perspective, one that sees the human individual as a co-creator in the unfolding of the universe. It suggests that we each have within us the potential for spiritual awakening and self-realization. What makes the Corpus Hermeticum particularly fascinating from an occult perspective is its emphasis on the active cultivation of spiritual insight. The texts speak of various practices and rituals designed to facilitate spiritual growth and divine communion. These include meditation, visualization, and the use of sacred words and symbols. The Corpus Hermeticum also introduces the concept of theurgy, a form of ritual magic intended to invoke the presence of the divine. Unlike other forms of magic that aim to manipulate external circumstances, theurgy is a spiritual practice aimed at inner transformation. It is about aligning oneself with the divine principle and becoming a conduit for its creative power. The teachings of the Corpus Hermeticum have had a profound influence on Western occultism. They form the backbone of what is often referred to as the Western esoteric tradition, a lineage of spiritual teachings and practices that includes alchemy, astrology, tarot, and various forms of magic and mysticism. These teachings have also exerted a profound influence on many modern spiritual movements, from the New Age movement to various forms of neo-paganism. The Corpus Hermeticum invites us to see the world in a new light, to recognize the divine in all things, and to realize our own potential for spiritual awakening. Despite the challenges it has faced, its message continues to resonate, offering a timeless wisdom for those willing to tread the path of the mystic. The echoes of the Corpus Hermeticum are not confined to the realms of religious and spiritual traditions. They reverberate through our modern media and subcultures in the most unexpected of places, subtly influencing the narratives and philosophies we encounter on a daily basis. In the realm of literature, the Hermetic principles have found their way into the heart of many influential works. Renowned authors, such as Paulo Coelho, with his seminal work, The Alchemist, have woven the essence of the Hermetic wisdom into their narratives. Coelho's protagonist, Santiago, embarks on a journey of self-discovery, mirroring the Hermetic quest for divine knowledge and personal transformation. The echoes of theurgy can be seen in his use of alchemy as a metaphor for personal growth and spiritual enlightenment. In the world of film and television, the Hermetic teachings have also found resonance. The groundbreaking science fiction series, The Matrix, is steeped in Hermetic thought. The theme of awakening from illusion, a central tenet of the Corpus Hermeticum, is the driving force behind the film's narrative. The protagonist, Neo, embodies the Hermetic ideal of the divine human, transcending the mundane world to reach a higher level of consciousness and existence. Music, too, has been a conduit for the Hermetic wisdom. Bands like Tool, known for their complex philosophical lyrics, often draw on themes of transformation, enlightenment, and the interconnectedness of all things, ideas that can be traced back to the Corpus Hermeticum. Their album, Lateralis, is a modern testament to the journey of spiritual growth that the Hermetic texts promote. Even in the domain of video games, the influence of the Corpus Hermeticum can be found. Titles like Assassin's Creed delve into themes of ancient wisdom, secret societies, and the struggle between knowledge and ignorance, all of which resonate deeply with the Hermetic tradition. Beyond these mainstream expressions, the Corpus Hermeticum continues to inspire countless individuals and subcultures. From the resurgence of alchemy and astrology in the New Age movement, to the more fringe communities of chaos magicians and occultists, the Hermetic wisdom lives on, shaping and informing a diverse array of beliefs and practices. Whether we're aware of it or not, the Corpus Hermeticum continues to permeate our modern culture, its ancient wisdom echoing through the ages, inviting us to question, to seek, and to discover the divine within and around us. Its impact is a testament to its enduring relevance, a reminder that the quest for understanding and enlightenment is as vital today as it was over 1,500 years ago. When you delve deeper into the Corpus Hermeticum, you encounter a world teeming with fringe interpretations and hidden theories. For some, the texts are not merely philosophical treatises, but coded manuals containing secret knowledge of the universe, waiting to be deciphered. One such theory proposes that the Hermetic texts are remnants of an ancient, highly advanced civilization, predating even the earliest known human cultures. Proponents of this view argue that the profound wisdom and the complex metaphysical concepts found in the Corpus Hermeticum are evidence of a sophisticated, technologically advanced society that vanished, leaving only these cryptic texts as a testament to their existence. Another intriguing interpretation is the extraterrestrial theory. Some propose that the Hermetic wisdom originated not from human minds, but from otherworldly beings. These theorists suggest that the text's emphasis on cosmic consciousness and unity with the universe point to an alien source, an advanced interstellar civilization that shared their knowledge with the ancients. They argue that certain passages in the Corpus Hermeticum could be interpreted as references to advanced technology or interstellar travel, concepts far beyond the reach of ancient human societies. Then there are the occult interpretations. Some practitioners of the arcane arts believe that the Corpus Hermeticum contains hidden rituals and magical formulas. They believe the texts are a coded guide to harnessing and manipulating the universe's fundamental energies. The parallels drawn between the macrocosm and the microcosm, the divine and the mortal, are viewed as clues to unlocking the universe's secrets, giving the adept power over reality itself. Within the New Age movement, some interpret the Corpus Hermeticum as a roadmap to spiritual ascension. They see the text's teachings on divine consciousness and transcendence as steps towards achieving a higher state of being. They believe that by internalizing the Hermetic wisdom, individuals can awaken their latent spiritual potential and ascend to a new plane of existence. These fringe interpretations, as varied and diverse as they are, testify to the Corpus Hermeticum's enigmatic allure. This ancient collection of texts continues to captivate and inspire, its cryptic passages sparking the imagination and giving rise to theories that push the boundaries of conventional wisdom. Whether or not these theories hold water is a matter of personal belief, but one thing is clear. The Corpus Hermeticum, with its age-old wisdom and its enduring enigma, continues to intrigue, challenge, and inspire those who dare to delve into its depths. It's a testament to the text's timeless appeal and their capacity to ignite the human quest for knowledge and understanding. After immersing ourselves in the myriad interpretations of the Corpus Hermeticum, we are left with a profound sense of reflection. Its timeless wisdom, cryptic symbolism, and mystical teachings have sparked centuries of debate, speculation, and unending fascination. We are left pondering not just what the text says, but what it means, and perhaps more importantly, what it means to us as individuals and as a collective whole. We may ask, could the Corpus Hermeticum indeed hold the keys to understanding the universe and our place within it? Could its teachings truly grant us the ability to transcend our mortal boundaries and tap into a divine consciousness? Or could these ancient texts even hint at the existence of advanced interstellar civilizations, as some theorists suggest? The answers to these questions are as elusive as the text itself, inviting us to delve deeper into the Hermetic wisdom and the mysteries it presents. Moreover, the Corpus Hermeticum forces us to question the nature of knowledge itself. What constitutes true wisdom? Is it the acquisition of factual information? Or is it something more profound, more experiential, that transcends the limitations of language and intellectual understanding? Can wisdom truly be contained within the confines of a text? Or does it lie in the subjective interpretation and personal application of that text's teachings? These questions, like the Corpus Hermeticum itself, do not have definitive answers. They invite contemplation, discussion, and debate. They challenge us to question our assumptions and to push the boundaries of our understanding. And in doing so, they remind us of the enduring allure and value of the enigmatic and the unknown. As we conclude our exploration of the Corpus Hermeticum, we may find ourselves more deeply fascinated, more profoundly moved, and perhaps even more mystified than when we began. Yet, amidst this complexity and uncertainty, one truth becomes clear. The Corpus Hermeticum, in all its enigmatic majesty, continues to captivate us, to challenge us, and to inspire us. Its wisdom, encoded in cryptic passages and symbolic imagery, beckons us to seek, to question, and to strive for a deeper understanding of the universe and our place within it. It reminds us of the power of the quest for knowledge and the enduring allure of the unknown. It is a testament to the human spirit's ceaseless drive to understand, to explore, and to transcend the bounds of the known. Thanks for listening. This has been the Forbidden Library Podcast. If you enjoyed today's episode, be sure to follow us wherever you listen to podcasts. And if you'd like to support the show, subscribe to the Forbidden Knowledge Network on Patreon. Subscribe now.